Would-be Speaker from Northern Ireland. Who have we got from Northern Ireland? Yes, sir. Thank you. Let's hear you.
Luke Patterson, representing the people of South Belfast. Mr. Speaker, it is quite notable that once again we are debating the right to vote in this, one of the institutions and powerhouses of international democracy. 100 years ago, the suffragettes were chaining themselves to the railings outside this very building. 90 years ago, this Parliament voted to extend the right to vote to all citizens over the age of 18. 90 years later, it is right that this Youth Parliament, the most diverse and representative of our United Kingdom, votes to continue our campaign for votes at 16. For Northern Ireland, votes at 16 is an extremely pertinent issue. In our recent Make Your Mark ballot, it was the fourth most important issue, and at our election of the Northern Ireland delegation, it was the third most important issue. Like the Scottish Parliament and the Welsh Assembly, our own politicians have voted for votes at 16. However, this was purely academical because our institutions do not have the responsibility and it's not a devolved matter. As all of us know in this room, the shameful displays of corruption, cronyism, cynicism and the ignorance of the political process and of rights have led to us being without the institutions which all of us on the Northern Ireland benches had taken for granted. Mr. Speaker, this is a disgrace. Once again in Northern Ireland we are being left behind from other nations in the UK. I feel it is my responsibility as MYP for South Belfast to reference the complete ignorance of rights around areas such as LGBT equality and for women's rights, especially around healthcare and reproduction healthcare. This government must legislate for change on this issue immediately. There goes my pen. Mr. Speaker, this government must legislate for that change and must also legislate for the rights of 1.5 million 16 and 17-year-olds to vote. As many of us know, at 16 and 17 we have to pay income tax and national insurance. We can receive benefits in our own right, and as previously mentioned by the member for the Army Welfare, it is a possibility to join our armed forces. Surely it is fair that we get to vote for the party who decides the rights and decides the laws on these issues. Mr. Speaker, this is an issue of equality. As the Youth Parliament, the leading voice of young people's rights in this country, it is not just our responsibility but our duty to ensure that once again we vote to extend equality and the right to vote to all young people. Thank you.
Thank you. Another powerful speech. I honestly believe that the quality gets better and better and better year after year after year. Thank you.